Good evening, StreamYard and YouTube fans. This is Philip Reynolds, and I figured I'd give you an update on my first tournament. I did figure out finally figure out the scoring, this chart at the bottom here. I figured out the idea of the scoring and how that works. So I was able to come up with the scores I needed for the players for for the preliminary um, fourth fourth round, basically. Um, I'm having 8 golfers. Your first pair is Barnes and Lockie. Barnes has the lucky quality, meaning anytime he gets anytime he comes up to the hole and he doesn't have a chip, he automatically gets a chip. Lockie will start with 6 blue chips. Young Morris and Finau are your second pair. They have nothing special going on with them. Uh, Homa is your first of the third in the third pairing, and Rose is the other part of that pairing. Homa gets extra control, which means when a 4 shows up, rather than being course controlled, that will be player controlled. And your final pairing is Thomas and Tate. Thomas loses his soft quality, and Tate, if he birdies the first hole, will be sunny the rest of the tournament. Otherwise, he will be stormy the rest of the tournament, which that will affect the mood chart. So, and I am coming up with points for tournament. The way I look at it, players will get 1 point for making the cut, 1 point for contending the entire tournament. Meaning, say Lockie here is the furthest back, and he's 4 strokes back. If he bogeys the first 3 holes, he's gone, and he doesn't get any points for you have to contend the whole tournament in order to get that point. If you get 7 strokes out, you're out, and you know if it's a pair of guys, then that pair is out. You get a point for finishing in the top 4, and I also am giving the players a point if they finish under par. And the last set of points is going to be based on standings. For instance, this is how my chart starts. You see Thomas, Tate, Homa, they're all tied. And they would basically, at the end, if that was how it ended at 18, you'd go back to 1 to decide who won. And then if there was a tie, you'd share second place points. And basically what that would mean is, say, like here, you'll see that there's basically you had 3 people at 1, 1 person at 2, 2 people at 3, a person at 4, and a person at 5. Well, that would mean you have 5 points available. But you'll also notice over here that you have ties at 1 and ties at 3. Well, these people at 3 would have to split their points. is what that means. And uh, the finisher, the number one finisher, if there were only five, he would get five. The second one would get four. The third would get three, two, and one, and so on. Uh, and if there's any ties, you share the points. And of course, you're not gonna you can't have a tie for first. You can have a tie for second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth, but not first. Um, and that's pretty much how I am doing my first tournament. I'm using the Robert Trent Jones golf course. I'm calling it the Trent Jones Classic. As far as the starting score, I found out that the last time that this course was used in tournament play was 2019, and the finishing score, the best score was 15 under. And when you went to the chart, that was where it said 268 to 272, where it says 201 or 202, and then I rolled the dot for the first three guys, so there were 201. And that's after that will be my first tournament, official golf tournament. And I think 8 is good. I think 12 is a lot. So I'm just content with 8 guys. So I'm going to use 8 guys for this. And Justin Thomas is in the lead with Tate and Homa. So we'll see how things go. I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to start this, but that's my next or my first History Maker golf tournament. And I do have to say that I like the idea of finding out what the perks are. I thought that was really interesting. The only really the basically the first 2 cuts weren't that bad. The only part I had a hard time with was finding out the starting scores for the 4th round. Basically, creating the 4th round leaderboard is what I had a hard time with. I went back, and I'll have to give kudos to Replay Gamer. I went back and I looked at his video to figure it out. My question, guys, is what golf reference site can you use in order to easily figure out past golf results? Like, I know you could look up Augusta probably and figure out like this year's, but I tried to find this Robert Trent Jones, and the last time I saw that it was used, or I could find out it was used, was 2019, and the final round score was a minus 15. I don't know who won. I didn't see that, but I know that the final score was minus 15. If anybody could tell me a good golf reference site for past tournaments and stuff like that, please leave me a comment in the link below. I know there's baseball reference, basketball reference, soccer reference. I couldn't really find one for golf. So if anybody knows of like a golf reference site that I could use, please put it in the description, because I really would like to have it for future tournament references. Um, and the other reason why I chose Robert Trent Jones is because recently I was part of the play community past two golf tournaments that they had, and somebody gave me some PDF files for a couple courses that I didn't have, and the one that stood out to me was the Robert Trent Jones, and I figured that would be a good course to start a golf tournament at, and so that's what I'm doing. My first golf tournament is going to be at the Robert Trent Jones golf course, and it will happen after I finish the tournament. Meaning that not the tournament, but the game that I'm finishing now. But this will be considered my first true History Maker golf tournament. Even though you didn't see me cut the cards and that, I did what Replay Gamer did. I did what after Steve Tower after further review did, and but the only thing I really had a hard time with was that creating the leaderboard for the fourth round. I did figure it out, and as a result, I'm ready to go, guys. So take care, and I don't know if I'll be back on tonight, but I will be on soon to finish the golf tournament with Francis Ouimet, Jack Nicklaus, myself, and the Joker. And let me see. Since I'm talking about it, and Jack Nicklaus, I just finished the night. Basically, we're going to be on the back nine of Vegas. This is my Firecracker Blackjack 500 tournament. This is my basically my 4th of July special, and I used a lot of player created cards for this. Not all of them, but most of them. Francis Ouimet is 1 under. Jack Nicklaus is the leader at 2 under. I've done nothing but par the front 9. Nothing really exciting for me. And the Joker is 2 over, and he has not used his 2 Joker traits yet. He's basically he's had let's see here, 1, 2. He's had 2 bogeys, and the rest are he's had 2 bogeys, and everything else has been pretty much par, except for those 2 bogeys. So he probably could have stuck somebody early, but he just got some bad rolls. Me, my rolls have been all pars. Francis had a couple bogeys here and there, but he managed to scramble back to 1 under. And Jack Nicklaus is 2 under. He got a birdie on the 7th, and he got a birdie on the 9th. Everything else was pretty much pars. So I'll finish this up sometime this week. Then we'll get to the Robert Trent Jones Classic, my first History Maker Golf tournament, and we'll see how that goes. I am supposed to pick up, with regards to my car and life events and that, I'm supposed to pick up a rental car tomorrow sometime. Supposed to be around 3:30. Um, I'm going to try to see if they will um deliver that to my work, so I don't have to miss work. But if I told my boss, that I needed to leave around 1, but he said, well, sometimes they deliver those. Well, I'll check and see in the morning, and if they can deliver it to my workplace, that's fine. Otherwise, I'll have to take off at 1 and just basically pretty much work half a day. But that's what's going on. May all your rolls be good ones, and I will get back to um, the Firecracker and Blackjack 500 tournament as soon as I can, guys. Take care.